Hi boys and girls, I'm just going to get you started on your homework if you're having a hard time after watching the video on partial product multiplication. So I'm just going to take you step by step, and this is for number 1. It's on Homelink 4.9, which is under the Math 2 tablet. So problem is 46 times 38. So we know that we can't solve things sideways like this. We have to set it up so we're able to solve it correctly. So just like in the video, we're going to set our number up like this. We're going to say 46 times 38. Now I want you to notice as I start multiplying the numbers, based on if it's in the ones place or the tens place, it changes our number. So the first one, we're going to say 8 times 6 is 48. Now both of those numbers are in the ones place. So all I did is I know that I had 8 6s and I got a product of 48. Okay, now I'm going to move on to my next number. This time I'm going to multiply my 8 by a 4. But again, notice it's not in the ones place, it's in the tens place. So we don't think of the 4 as a 4, we think of it as a 40. So 8 times 4D is 320. And how I got that again is I said 8 times 40. Okay, now we're not done yet. Now we took care of all the numbers times 8, and now we're going to move to the tens column and multiply the numbers that we have left. Notice again that my 3 is in the tens place. We don't think of the 3 as a 3, we think of it as a 30. So we're going to say 30 times 6 is 180. And again, that was 30 times 6 is 180. And now we're going to go to our last number. We still have 30. Again, this is not just a 4, it's actually a 40 because it's in the tens place. So our problem will be 30 times 40 is 1,200. And that's how I got that answer. Now keep in mind, we're still not done. We have to actually take all of our products and add them up to get our final answer. So I'm going to add these together. 8 plus a lot of zeros is 8. 4 plus 2 is 6. Plus 8 is 14. 3 plus 1 is 4. Plus 1 is 5. Plus 2 is 7. And then we have our 1. So based on this method, our answer is 1,748. Now, let's pretend that this is very tricky for you and very confusing. Yesterday, we talked about a different method where we partitioned our rectangles, and you are able to do that for this problem as well. So I'll walk you through that, and hopefully that helps you understand. On your paper, you can answer either way. As long as your answer is correct, that's all that matters. So in this case, again, we have 46 times 38. Now, because I have two numbers in the tens, yesterday we only had to partition, it was a smaller partition, but this time we need to partition a rectangle into 4. So we're going to take our rectangle and partition it into 4. We're going to decompose our 46. So instead of thinking of 46, we're going to say 40 plus 6 is the same as 46. We're going to put our 40 here and our 6 here. And we're going to do the same with our 38. Instead of 38, we're going to say 30 plus 8. So we're going to put 30 and 8. Now keep in mind when we multiply, we're going to focus on the basic facts, and then we're going to add our zeros after because it's just easier to multiply it that way. So if I look at this box, I know that I have to multiply my 30 and my 40. Instead of thinking as 30 and 40, I'm going to say 3 times 4 is 12. And I notice that it has 2 zeros, so I add on my 2 zeros. That's for the first box. Now I'm going to move on to the next box. I have to multiply my 6 and my 30. Again, I'm just going to focus on my basic facts. And in this case, it's 3 times 6 is 18. I know that I have 1 0 to add, so the product ends up being 180. Right, I'm going to move on to the next box. And now we have 40 times 8. Again, we're focusing on those basic facts. 8 times 4 is 32. And we're adding 1 0. And then for our last box, we have 6 times 8 is 48. And now we found all of our products. Just like in this problem, we gotta take all of our products and add them up to get our final answer. So I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna start with my 1,200, 320, 180, and 48. I'm gonna add them all up. 8 plus a lot of zeros is still 8. 2 plus 8 is 10, plus 4 is 14. 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Dropped on my 1. And as you can see, we still came up with the same answer, and that's what's important. So you do whatever method works best for you, and hopefully we'll be able to talk about that on Wednesday. Thank you.